we're going to cover 3 secret methods to gain rock-solid handstands and a powerful upper body. If a person can't walk around on their hands, it's a sign of insufficient strength or injury zone level inflexibility, or both. A true test of upper body and core strength is not just pushing weights, but handstands at all angles. It requires superior levels of shoulder mobility, and as you increase that flexibility, strength fills in those gaps like mortar between bricks. It's like being filled with adamantium. These 3 methods are what allows our students at Pacific Rim Athletics to achieve handstands at all angles, plus be able to play with handstands in their training, as well as progress all the way to katas, which are routines designed to build self-sufficiency and sustainability. People typically run into 3 different problems when they're trying to build upper body strength, and especially handstands. But one of the elements in Powerbatics training is specifically the handstand element, and these 3 secret methods we use inside of that fix it. Stop using the wall. It will not help you build a handstand. If you want a strong upper body capable of holding a handstand at all angles, then push the wall to the side and start getting comfortable just being on the ground and using your hands like they were designed to be used. People often stick with push-ups, bench press, and shoulder press because they are literally as straightforward as you can get. However, if you start just moving around on the ground using your hands, you're already 10 steps ahead of people relying on the wall. And then learn all the handstand shapes simultaneously from beginner stages, of course. People also will get stuck because they mistake videos for instruction. Don't do that and get stuck or hurt. There are 6 basic positions of handstand element in Powerbatics: the vertical handstand, plus planche, which is just leaning the handstand downwards. Then there's hollow back, which is leaning the opposite way. But then there's also 3 more down below: the V-stand, the stalder, and the crab. And guess what? They all help each other. So that means not even going upside down, but just learning crab or V-stand will help build your core and upper body to be able to have the strength to do a demonstrable handstand. And then just moving from position to position on the ground with your hands continues to build that strength. So you don't need to learn all kinds of flows on the ground trying to move like an animal. You can be your human self and move how we were designed. And that movement can simply be between basic handstand progressions without letting your knees or butt touch the floor. It's just human movement and how people like breakdancers are able to build so much strength without weights. Some of them do use weights, but many times they don't because the strength being built is so mobile, explosive, and powerful. And then handstands are quite easy. Plus, all that strength and mobility can be harnessed for other disciplines like grappling or ninja strength. But it starts with getting comfortable on the ground and using your hands and working on various positions of hand balancing. Most people will fail at building a strong upper body and solid hand balancing, not because of anything physical, but because of the mental. You know that new thing, that thing that's uncomfortable, that feels difficult, like you might not be able to get it right away? That's exactly what you should be doing, and handstands are like that. They build supreme upper body strength in all directions, but it's like drawing realistically. It's very difficult and takes time. But here's how we make it easy. I'll tell you in a sec. But the first point underscores the importance of moving on the ground and learning all 6 handstand positions organically and playfully. But then there's the yin and the yang. So yes, play with all of that, but then it's going to come time for the hard work, and that's long static holds. So how do we make that easy? Well, here's how. Start with the most basic positions like plank for 60 seconds and frog for 60 seconds. If you can't do it, do aggregate time with as much rest in between that's necessary. Then he built up to 2-minute long handstands despite hip, neck, and shoulder surgeries. Matter of fact, post-shoulder surgery, within just 12 weeks, he built all the way back up to a 1-minute long handstand. Static strength is largely overlooked, but it's the one key element that will build sustainable strength, including for a powerful upper body and, of course, handstands. A lot of people think a handstand is balance. It's not. If a person can't do a handstand, then they haven't achieved full upper body strength, or they're not flexible enough, which likewise precludes strength development in that range of motion. Balance is actually a combination of strength plus flexibility plus proprioception plus vestibular system. Strength builds balance. Just like a pyramid with a wide base has absolute balance because its foundation is not just wide but also strong. If you want more balance, build strength in areas that you fall. Be it jumps, one-leg squats, or handstands, it's all the same. And if you train handstands from all directions like this, you'll develop vastly superior upper body strength. And it doesn't need to take long. Patrick built handstands from all angles in 12 weeks. Some of them he just needed to clean up, and others he built from scratch. He also began from the very beginning of training with planks, pulses, and everything we discussed for training, just like any new student coming in. Now then, as you build these moves, it should coalesce into multiple movement routines, such as katas. Katas are found throughout our videos, and remember to not mistake videos for instruction and get stuck or hurt. Subscribe to keep making progress, and opt in for free trainings, emails, student success stories, and events like Powerbatics competitions where you can win large cash prizes. See you in the next video and in training soon.